What's up? Yo, what's going on, Jeremy? Just setting things up here. What's going on? What's going on, guys? How's it going? How we doing? How we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? Sorry, my computer's messed up. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I have to keep signing back in. 1 second, guys. What the heck is going on? I've been chilling, man. I've been really laying low. Been really laying low. Haven't talked to anybody. I'm probably not the place to get the latest meme coin senders as of this moment. But that's about to change. I'm getting back into it. The market was a little. I didn't like it, bro. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to disengage from the market when you're not feeling it. You know, when you're just not feeling it. And I just haven't been feeling it. I haven't liked the market conditions as of late. But it looks like things are starting to come back a little bit. You know, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Angie baby? Angie baby. What's going on, guys? Hmm. What's up? What's up? What's up, K Slay? What's up, Sassy? It's pouring rain in Boston tonight. The city is red. Was it? If you're trying to sing that Drake song, just like a flower, what colors the Sears Tower? It's red now. I'm having some Pisco Sour right now. Pisco Sour. It's the Chilean drink of drinks. What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? Bitcoin at 108. Ethereum 3,800. How's everyone doing tonight? What's going on? I haven't really been into the market all day today. What did I miss? What's up, Stevie Reeds? What did I miss? Halloween tomorrow, ghouls, goblins, and hopefully some green candles. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I don't know. I'm checking back in with folks. I may run something soon. I don't know. Banbeal, what's up? You bought more FUD coin? What's FUD coin? What's FUD coin? The city is red like a flower. Oh, FUD. Okay. FUD the Pug. Wow. I was in that for a little bit. I ended up not holding it. I did a video on FUD the Pug. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're only buying BNB, 2x leverage. Cool, man. I mean, what am I doing? I mean, I'm just like holding my conviction plays. You know, Aerodrome, Cetus, Echelon Prime. I've been very boring. I mean, the meme coin market has been very. We had a really big win with Grippy, but it's since been kind of cruel. It's been kind of cruel. Hasn't been wonderful. A lot of coins have just pretty much jeeted after like 100K, 200K. You know what I mean? So it's just like that's just not my environment. In terms of teams, again, I mean, there's not that many good teams running stuff right now. I mean, I know I must have been out of the loop. I don't know. There may be coins going off. I don't know. But maybe I'll CTO something on base or on ETH or something like that. But man, I just want the volume to be better. I mean, I've seen some coins popping off, but I mean, they're kind of manipulated. Kind of manipulated. I want to get back to where we are all just in here, just regular investors. I think the market flushes out. Let me rephrase. I guess since I've been on YouTube, since the beginning of the year, um, the market like flushes out like bad investors. It's happened like maybe like 3 or 4 times since I've been on YouTube, and each time, the end of the flush of those bad investors, they get like wrecked and they leave, and it's usually like they're very, very angry, very, very, divisive, despondent. It's just like, I've had my rocket room for the last like, a couple months, 3 months or so. And I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's cool. I love the rocket room. People are in it, but I mean, there's like a certain percentage where it's just like, wow, people are really angry, kind of just being jerks, but I mean there's a good amount that are really good, and yeah, a lot of like social manipulations, a lot of folks scamming, a lot of people, blaming people for things, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I mean, I've been through an incredible slandering campaign, like a couple folks have just absolutely slandered me, to where I mean, there's a few people that aren't talking to me anymore. I guess they believed whatever they said. I'm not going to repeat what they said, but man, I mean, it's just a real shame. So I think really what it is, and what I've noticed, in my life, is when you just got to outwork people. You know what I mean? You just got to outwork people. You got to stay consistent, and people really, in this space, when people think you don't have motion, they don't mess with you. But again, I just came off of a really good play. Grippy, we did very, very well with it. Um, and yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen going forward with that. I don't know. I haven't heard from anybody, but I think they're moving on doing stuff. So I'm moving on doing stuff too. And there's a couple teams out there that I've been talking to, and on top of that, I can move a coin too. So yeah, boring is where the money is made. Yeah, absolutely. When altcoins turning up, um, altcoins turning up, man. I could. Your guess is as good as mine. Ladainian Tomlinson is great. What's up, dude? So scammers are lazy people. Get a real job. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. It's tough. It's tough out there. It's just, you just try and keep people out of your community that are gonna come in and do stuff like that. So man, I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You know. Yeah, but hung out today. I went into town a little bit. Got some pizza. Got some sushi for the fam. Um, you know, just chilling, man. I'm looking. That's what I did today. Most of my day today was planning out the next part of my trip past when I'm in Argentina. So I'm going to be in Bariloche, Argentina in a couple weeks. And like past that, I'm making my plans. So I'm going to be driving up this really historic highway called Route 40 in Argentina. It's supposedly like the top 10 most beautiful um, highways in the entire world. Like it's just site after site after site. It's just supposed to be the most beautiful like drive, and it's like a freaking 20. It's like a 20-hour long road. So I'm planning out. Me and my wife are planning out like three different spots to stay at on the way to where we're gonna be hanging out for a couple months, and it's a place called Cordoba, Argentina, which is just I'm hearing one of the like best cities in the southern hemisphere. Like, so incredible stuff, man. Yeah, but the market's overall pretty quiet. I've noticed a couple things. I mean, the QT thing again. Quantitative tightening is over December 1st. That's super bullish. That's supposed to help us out with alt season. The last couple times quantitative tightening has ended. Um, Altcoin season popped off, so we'll see. We'll see. And honestly, I just have a feeling. I got a feeling about it. I mean, I know you're not supposed to go on feelings and stuff like that. I know you're not supposed to, kind of run your investments off of just feelings. But I really, really do think that we're gonna come into some big opportunities with regular altcoins. You know, we've been kind of entrenched in meme coins. I mean, some have popped off, some haven't. Um, Grippy was a huge success. You know, we've had success. We have coins that weren't a success. Um, it's been kind of hit and miss the last couple months. Um, but pretty insane stuff. Pretty insane stuff. I really do think we're gonna start hitting a big move at some point. At some point soon. But I mean, I know it's corny to be patient and things like that. It's corny to be like, you know, kind of waiting around and hanging out, but I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of odd. It's kind of odd. But yeah, I mean, having a platform like this, I mean, it's a small platform, but big buy pressure. A lot of people do watch me. Um, the last couple months have just been freaking draining. From Boss Burger, the freaking everybody wanted to know what really happened with that, and I had to reveal that. I didn't want to, but it was that was crummy. I got a lot of backlash for that. Um, I have to like you know keep things solid, with me and my community. I'm not gonna sit there and let you know something happen and you guys not know what happened with it and what with the whole hack or rug thing of like Boss Burger and I mean, what else? There's just a lot of stuff the last few months. Baby Manu, it's like what the hell happened with that? It's been really like man, these meme coins. These meme coins, it's been having to deal with a lot of personalities, having to like trust people, and then they break your trust, and then they turn around and and slander you, and then there's like this big divide. People take sides. It's like, jeez, dude, it's like almost like is it better to just like go along with all this? You know what I mean? Because it seems like if you're accountable, if you're solid, if you do good business, that you're just constantly going to be under attack and you're constantly going to have people like undermine you. You know what I mean? And I've just kind of been reflecting on that today because I mean it's just odd. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. But yeah, we persevere, man. We persevere. What's up, Shalonius? What's up, my dog? What's new? You in any coins? I've been chilling. I've been chilling. You in anything? What's up, man? Bought more Solana, so you're doing boring stuff. I'm feeling that too. I'm doing the boring stuff, and I'm kind of getting flack for it, man. Kind of bummed out. I'm happy. I mean, my life's going great. Just kind of bummed out. I just feel like it's very hard to keep business relationships in this space unless you're in a band of scammers. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Shalonius? It's like I have denied being a part of certain groups, and it's like now it's just like they want to make sure that I feel isolated. You know what I mean? Which I don't. I have you guys. You know, of course. I mean, I got a huge family. We're traveling. We're doing so much stuff, man. It's just. I guess this is the part of the market where it's just kind of depressing. It's kind of depressing. Yeah, I just been dragged. I just been dragged through the mud. It's been sad. I've been asked to go along with certain stuff. I've been asked, and I've been like, no, I'm good. All right, you know, or it's like the silent treatment, and it's just like, you know, um, yeah, like I mean, I'll tell you guys, I don't know what's going on with you know what I'm sad about tonight. You know what I'm really sad about. I'll tell you what I'm sad about. Because this, I mean, after all, we're on live stream. This is my crypto life. This has never been a call channel where it's just like, get the plays. Like it's never. I've never wanted it to be like that. I just wanted to have, normal people in here like me that are, more or less casual investors. I mean, I'm not a slime ball degen, you know, scanning coins every 5 minutes type of guy. You know what I mean? I've had great successes in meme coins. I've done well on altcoins. I'm holding majors. You know, I'm just a boring. I guess I'm just a boring dude. But you know, people really resent that in this space. You know, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I just shouldn't get into it because honestly, I think people don't like it when I talk to the public. Outside. From and talk about stuff that's like kind of behind the scenes of these coins. It's just like I don't know. I think people have stopped. Some people have kind of and they're waiting for me to like say something or something. I don't know. Ugh. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Shalonius, man, we haven't talked in a while, man. We haven't VC'd in a while. Uh, Roof. I mean, you guys are probably talking all the time. I've been freaking busy. We got a VC. We got a VC. It's been a minute. Have you talked to Roof? Yeah. How's he doing? A few weeks ago? Yeah, we got to get back to our plans and do something big again. You know. Um, I just feel like this market is not the right conditions to launch a meme coin. I'm sorry to say. You know what's he up to? He's a good guy. Shout out to Roof, man. He's a good guy. Yeah, it's a good time to plan. It really is. It's really a good time to plan. I guess I'm feeling left out because I don't feel the need to have to hustle and bustle in this market if I don't have to. You know, I think I've really underestimated the desperate nature of my peers. You know what I mean? Like I'm chilling and I'm getting flack for chilling. They're like, "Oh, your community is dead. That's why." I'm like, "No, what? Why aren't you giving them coins? Why aren't you giving them coins to buy, Stayer?" I'm like, you know, I'm like, well, because I don't want to throw anyone in the coins that I know nothing about, and that there's no volume. Everybody's cheating. You know, these coins aren't lasting. It's like, no, you got this coin, you got that coin. I don't know. It's like I'm just kind of chilling. I'm waiting for my spot. I know how it feels when the market is down. Do you see the crypto market sentiment on Twitter? It's depressing. That's when I know a pump is coming. That's how I feel, right? I feel like not rushing anything right now, but at the same time, it's like you know a pump is coming. You know a pump is coming. It's true. Plus, there's just same money circulating coin to coin. Yeah, like I'm not gonna knock a certain coin. See, that's the thing. I can't talk about. That's another thing, guys. Like I can't talk about anything on here without somebody else being offended. You know, like I want to say something right now that's just simply a analysis on what I'm seeing, but it's going to come off as FUD. It's going to come off as someone being offended. And then a couple, by the time I get off stream, there's a couple of random folks I know that's going to come at me and say, "Hey, Stayer, I heard you were doing something like totally something different, right?" Because all of a sudden, you know, people want to like slander me, man. It's like crazy, you know. But if I'm saying the right things on here and shit's pumping, everybody's happy. But as soon as I'm like, "Hey, I just want to chill out," you know, I don't want to get into your coin or I don't want to promote your coin because I don't think it's going to do anything in this market. People get offended. People act like I'm out of the loop and things are going to pump without me. Of course, things are going to pump without me. Of course, things are going to pump without me. I'm one person. I have about 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know, I have a couple. I have a couple of groups. You know, we're just chilling. I'm not. I never claimed to be freaking Alex Becker. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? What's up, Moon Bear? Moon Bear. Yeah, buy the boring stuff right now. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Shalonius. That's what I'm doing. Putting a few bucks into the borings. Putting a few bucks into the borings. You know? I think, I'm with you though, Shalonius. I think Avalanche is about to explode. I think Avalanche is about to explode. You know, and I say that, right? And it's like people are like, turn it up. They turn me off because they want me to be like, hey, here's a coin that's 20K market cap. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I can't do that all the time. You know what I mean? Like crypto's already scammy enough. Like, I can't sit around and give you 20K senders all the time. You know? Like I had this guy I was talking to about this he had a BNB launch and he wanted me to promote it and talk about it and you know he wanted to bring me aboard on the team. And you know, I said, "You know what? I mean, I don't think this is going to send. I don't, you know, the allocation's not even right. It's not good enough." Well, Stayer, you know what? You don't really have that much buy pressure right now. I've seen your last couple of plays, and I'm like, what are you talking? What are you talking about? This market's crap. You know what I mean? Like nothing's holding. You know, so everybody's just acting weird. So I just been chilling. I'm doing some videos. I was supposed to have a video come out today, and I never got to put it out. But I just been talking about the majors, talking about overall the geopolitical landscape and the social landscape of everything, because it's fascinating. It's fascinating what's happening in the world, especially what's going on from the outside looking in, like on America and everything. It's just it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. You know, I feel like I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the spots where uh I can see retail coming into this market, and there's only like a couple scenarios. One is like the stimmy checks, but from the looks of the market, from the looks of the conditions of the American people, I don't even think stimmy checks are going to even make it into the crypto market. If you were to give out stimmy checks as the American government to 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 the American people, they're not the last thing they're going to do is spend it on crypto at this stage. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like the last thing they're going to do is spend it on crypto. They're going to spend it on food before crypto. They're going to spend it on, rent or mortgage before crypto. They're going to spend it on car payment before crypto. They're going to spend it on maybe like job recruitment, trying to get a new job or trying to help out a family member, because I just can't get over how different this bull run is from the last bull run in terms of the American people. I mean, again, we had the virus, March 2020. Everybody was home. Everybody was watching crypto YouTube. Everybody was getting paid to be home. And we got stimmy checks. And then Bitcoin starts taking off in the winter, and people are thinking, what am I going to spend this money on? I'm going to throw it into crypto and try and get rich from home. You know what I mean? Like, I just we underestimated how much of a powder keg that was for a parabolic market as it ended up being, right? So I'm at a loss trying to figure out where the next catalyst is going to be coming from this time around. I know we're going to pump. I know the market always swings back. And I know a lot of people say, hey, show me the chart and I'll show you the news. Folks that just think it's all about charts. There's other people that think it's all about macro views and social cues. But I'm at a loss trying to figure out where it's going to come. You say the macro is so bullish for crypto? Well, yeah, I mean QT is ending. The yeah, the basis points are being cut. But the thing is, next month is up in the air because of the shutdown still happening in America. So they don't have any data. Like Jerome Powell said it himself, he doesn't have any data. He doesn't have any data to to call to call another 25 off the cut, another cut next month, because it'd be irresponsible, he said, to do it again without any data because of government shutdown. So that's odd. So he's kind of putting the knife to Trump, saying you better open up the government, and what that means for Trump is that he's going to have to allow all these programs that they're trying to stop, SNAP and all these government waste types of leftist spending in the government. They're trying to stop that. So he'd have to give in to that. He doesn't want to. I don't know. The government shuts down but never goes away. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I've been trying to get away from this market other than just, putting stuff into the majors. I've been really trying not to look at meme coins or anything like that. I mean, the biggest thing that I've seen is the Kit Kat thing. Kit Kat on BNB. I'm not in it or anything like that, but that's done on 25x. I'm hearing again, like I've said before, I've made a lot of friends and I've lost a lot of friends the last 2 or 3 months in crypto, and some I didn't expect. Some I didn't expect, and I still don't know why. Like some people I've had to cut out of my operations because I can't trust them, and I didn't know, I didn't, I couldn't have these people exposed to my community anymore. I'm not gonna say who they are, but like, I have no enemies. I'm not against them or anything. But like, at the same time, I'm kind of really, really surprised at people that have actually like cut me off, like cut me out of like what did I do? You know what I mean? So, um, I'm hearing. I mean, this is again. I talk about that's why you guys like this show is because I talk about regular stuff going on in my life. This is my show. And, this isn't like a call show where we're just grazing over coins all the time. Um, I talk about my experiences in crypto, and they've changed. They've changed over the last few months. Like when you guys first started watching, a lot of you guys, Shalonius was, here from the beginning and stuff like that. It was just me, you know, looking at coins, hanging out. I knew nobody was watching. I know nobody gave a shit of what I had to say. You know what I mean? And it turned into me having a voice that actually moved coins, like big time. You know, I mean, like really sent coins, and I've done it about 20 times. Since I've started this channel in January, I've sent probably 20 coins over a million with not a lot of stuff. I just talk about it and I like it and I'm in it, and there may be teams, it might be me, running it, and they've just absolutely sent. And I didn't like, now that I have that a voice, now there's so many people that have an opinion about me and about what I say, how I say it, when I'm gonna say it, who I'm saying it to, and so it's easy to either be offended by me or not trust me or something, but I'm 100% accountable. I don't know, but it seems to me that possibly, I have no idea why, but I've lost complete contact with the Grippy team. I haven't heard from. I don't. I mean, I talked to his name's Conrad. I talked to him. I reached out to him. We talk about things here and there, but apparently, he had. I knew he was going to do this, but I was thinking I was going to be on the team with him at some point. He's called me his top, guy that he trusts in this space, and I mean, bro, I sent Grippy, like, bro, like, I mean, our community was holding Grippy up that whole time. You know what I mean? What was his name? Crypto Galaxy, bro. Every time he streamed, he couldn't move Grippy at all. at all. I mean, no offense to him, but he was supposed to have a bigger community than me, and he couldn't move Grippy at all, and that was apparent. That was, you know, but again, this channel is about my crypto experience, and I have no idea why I wouldn't know about a Grippy dev play that would be happening after Grippy. But apparently, I was not in the know. I mean, hey, you know what? We're gonna send Planet Coins. Like, that was just they came to me, by the way. They came to me, and I sent that thing. But I don't know why. Maybe there was, some serious slander. I kicked some people out of my community. And they didn't even know those people before, so I don't understand why they would even listen to slander from them. But hey, if somebody wants to let me know what I did wrong, I love to know. But I'm looking at a CZ Guardian coin on BNB, which I was in the know about, and I was supposed to be running it and helping with the Grippy Dev. That's a Grippy Dev coin, and I was left out of it. Same thing with this. It looks to be, this came into the rocket room. Excellent trajectory, but I'm hearing this is also a Grippy Dev coin. Nico, I'm sorry, guys. I knew nothing about this. So, I mean, not that this is the only coin running, or, this is not the only coin out there or anything like that, but hey, man, I'm flabbergasted, bro. I mean, I don't know what I did wrong. It's almost like, it's like winning, a championship game with a team, right? Right? You guys just won the championship. You guys just freaking crushed it. What's up, Barbara? Barbara from Connecticut. You guys just like crushed it. You know what I mean? And you won the title. Off season comes around. Everybody's working hard, talking about next season. And then the season comes around, and like, you're all ready for the next season, and ready and then you walk in the locker room, and you're the only locker that hasn't been cleaned out. Everybody's gone. You know what I mean? It's just like, what happened? I thought we were gonna run it up again. You know what I mean? Again, I've run up about 19 coins before they came to me. And this is actually the overall Jerry team. I reached out to the Jerry Dev. No response over the last couple days. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Maybe there has been such a slander campaign against me that I don't even know about behind closed doors. But I have done nothing but send coins and be here and be accountable, be funny, just be here, But I don't know. My community has been, my community has been pretty toxic. There's been so many toxic people in that free room, and I've been asked to make it $20 a month to keep people out of it. I kept it free. I wanted people to be in there just running around and, just posting coins, having a good time. But I don't know. I'm just at a loss. That's something that has never really happened to me, where I've overperformed and I've done well. MVP status. I mean, the top dog. I mean, by the way, the Grippy Dev, well, that was his first coin he's ever devved, and I connected him to everybody. Um, and he has since actually taken those connections that I gave him, and I reached out to other people. I'm like, did you know about this? Oh yeah, I'm in it. I'm in the. I'm like, what? I mean, these are people that I introduced the dev to. So I guess you could say that I got, well, whatever you want to call that, when you introduce, people, someone this to a bunch of people. I guess unless I guess my contacts got farmed. I have no idea. I don't know what. So they're not trying to make the people money. They're trying to rip the people off. Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? It was probably because of the people in the rocket room who were fudding Grippy a bunch. I have no idea, bro. You got to understand. Like, I just talked to the Grippy dev probably 3 days ago. We were talking about Ukraine. I don't want to dox him or anything, but he was talking about personal stuff. Like, we were talking about, our lives. You know what I mean? Like, to no contact. I'm running two different coins without you. I mean, not that he needs to include me in everything or anything like that, but bro, I sent Grippy. What the hell? I mean, I mean, and he seems like he's doing fine, but those are my contacts. But I mean, so it's just I've been through a little bit of a whirlwind the last few months. I've had to cut off people that I've really liked. But for the sake of the community and for the sake of my wallet, I've had to cut ties with them business wise. I've said, let's still be friends, but I can't do business with you. And they freaked out and took offense and started, slandering me and stuff like that. Okay, people take those things, different. Everybody takes it different. For me, it's like, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm gonna do better next time. You know, yeah, it could be just a lie. Maybe that's what I'm saying. It's like, because I think what it is, guys. Like, I value being ten toes down, solid, accountable, trustworthy when I'm doing business with people, or when I'm in a coin, or I'm, just doing business. I value that so much that this is like when something. See, this has never really happened to me before. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been cut out of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm usually the most valuable person on a team whenever whether it be anything I do. I outwork people. I bring tons of value. I bring tons of clarity. I bring tons of foresight. I bring tons of morality. You know what I mean? I don't think this has ever happened to me before. And it's just like, wow, I'm at a loss, man. I'm like how, like I sent Grippy. You know what I mean? I know this is like the whole. I've learned so much in the last, what was it now, 10 months, being on YouTube and being pretty much a KOL for, I mean, really it's just us. If we like a coin, we're gonna send it in here, right? Um, so it's not like I'm using mechanisms and stuff like that. It's just us. It's just family. We're sending this thing. Um, and I think people, I've been attacked in that way where people have tried to get in this community and try and take it over, and then they realize that everyone's really here because of me. I'm hanging out. I go live all the time. You guys all know my life. I'm here for questions. I'm here to interact with you. I think that's probably the most powerful, attribute I have, is that I'm not a Telegram channel where you can't reply to it. It's just calls. It's just spitting calls at you, and you get to like or clap or do some sort of emoji. But That KOL will never interact with you, does not give a shit about what you have to say, doesn't know who you are, doesn't know your life. I'm the opposite of that. Like, and I know people use that against me because they get to know me or they act like they're cool with me and then they backstab me or they say, "Oh, I know Stay," or they go in other groups and they switch up on me, and that's part of it because I give so much of myself, you know what I mean? But like you guys know everything about me, let alone my face, my name. I mean, you know everything. Um, I've never had that happen before, but you know what? It's the same thing though. I'm probably gonna get bigger. This channel's gonna get bigger. I'm probably gonna be sending coins super hard along with you guys, especially if we get some green days here. Guys, we're gonna eat big. Um, I'm always gonna have teams wanting to talk to me and interact with me and tap into our community. And of course, I vet them. I make sure everything's good, and then they bring their coins to us at the ground floor because they trust us to hold and to hold the floor. Like we're some loyal folks in here, bro. Like we're probably one of the most valuable communities in crypto. And I know we only have, 19 people in here and, 2,000 subscribers total, but if none of it's botted, bro. That's 2,000 real people. You know what I mean? And that's, 200, almost 200 people in the rocket room. Those are real people. You know what I mean? In an inner circle, those are real people. You know what I mean? Like, so we're gonna continue to add value. I am reaching out, into the YouTube space. I have a guy that is organically, helping me, get my channel out there to more folks, to bring more people into our community. And nothing will be botted. Um, and I just kind of feel like, this whole thing, I just want to know what I did wrong, and like let's bring it out. You know what I mean? Because or maybe I should just leave that person alone, right? Maybe sending Grippy and getting my contacts of people in the space that help send coins with me. Maybe that was enough, and this is a business. So and I don't fault those people that took the contract or took the opportunity to do another coin while whilst I'm not involved and not asking any questions about that or not be loyal because honestly, like if I was a part, if there was like a mega stayer or whatever, and I was part of, or a stayer, and I was part of the team of Stayer, and I helped Stayer do this within a coin, and then I helped that coin pump, and then now that same person that ran that coin comes to me and says, "Hey, I want you to do the same thing you did with Stayer for me, but we're not going to include Stayer." I would be like, you know what? Why are you not including Stayer? Because I'm cool with him. You know what I mean? I'm straight with him. You know what I mean? Like I would stand up. I'd be like, well, I want to run this by Stayer first because he first introduced me to you and got me to work with you. So I want to make sure he's good because if he's not good, then I don't really want to do work with you. You know what I mean? Um, but that's just not how the space works. And I actually reached out to one of those people where I'm like, "Hey, did you know about this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I knew about it." And I'm on the team. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, cool." You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to say? But it's fine. But here's the thing. Um, it's not that I need to be a part of that group to send anything or do it. Like I've been doing this on my again, they came to me for Grippy. I didn't reach out to them. They came to me, tapped into my community. We sent it to 8.7 million. I know a lot of people got um, credit, for what we've done in this community. Um, and namely, a big YouTube channel that was on record to not have any effect on it, um, on its trajectory. Uh, but that's fine. This channel is probably going to grow a lot, especially when we're going to see some green days. Um, Thanks, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Uh, this can all be real business. People would have some agency about it. Yeah, maybe. Stayer crew forever. Oh, dude, thanks, dude. P Mooney, stay being Stayer. You're the realest in space. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Um, how do people even know that that's Nico Coin is the same team as Grippy? It could just be a lie. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I think it could. I think it probably is. Just by I looked at some of the wallets I recognize. How it's moving. It looks like a few people are buying it to send it up. So it's not really organic. It's like a zero community type of thing. But uh, but I'm sad by it, man. But these are the things. These are the things that motivate you. These are the type of things that motivate you because I'm probably by the end of the year gonna send a couple of coins probably higher than Grippy um, with other people. Sorry, there's a fire going in here. It's making my eyes dry. With other people, and I work with a lot of different people, guys. In terms of teams that come in contact with me, and I check their coins out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy. I'm in, and we run stuff up. So, and I'm actually in contact with a couple of coins. They're waiting for market conditions to get better, and a lot of people are, myself included. And I'm gonna be patient. Um, I was in a crypto future Patreon for 3 weeks. He sounds good, but I realized he dumps on his members. Everyone there down 80% on their alts. Sad, man. I don't know who that is. Crypto future. Um, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, and the thing, what's crazy is that I've been sad too. Like I've been so sad about on Grippy on the side of like I called it at 20K, and everybody seemed to be here when I called it, but only a handful of people like really held on for the long term. So a lot of people like cheated at like 500K and then bought back at like 2, 3, 4 million, and then it went to 8 million, and they were holding, and then it never went any higher, and then they were upset with me, as if I did something wrong. I'm like, guys, like, anyway, that's crypto. Yo, what's up, Denise? Denise, I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you're well. I know there's nothing going on in the market. I totally understand. I haven't seen you in a while, but great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see you. um, and you know, but and also like yeah, the Jerry the Turtle dev. I mean, something must have happened. Something. I did catch something that was like this fake graph of these weren't my wallets at all. There was like a fake graph that showed like these buys and sells, and it showed like a lot of money coming out of Grippy, as if I've farmed Grippy. I know that was one of the main slander things that were going around, but I never thought in a million years he would believe that, and he knows my wallets too, so that couldn't have been it. So I'm just trying to figure out what the hell did I do? What the hell is he saying? Fuck me for like the 50 Cent meme. You know what I mean? Fuck me. What do you say? Fuck me. You know. Yeah, a lot of people traded Brippy really badly. It's just a tough market. It's just a tough little. That was like the last thing that sent. You know, like in my opinion, that was the last thing that actually went crazy. But you know what? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped for what's to come. A lot of people chilling though. To be honest, you know what else I was thinking? You know what else I was thinking? Just in terms of the Jerry the Turtle dev, who I've been friends with for this whole time I've been on crypto. I've been on YouTube. Maybe he's taking a break. Maybe he's not even on freaking Telegram. Because honestly, I mean, I haven't been on Telegram all day. And if I didn't have you guys and I didn't have a room that I'm in I wouldn't be on Telegram every day. So maybe I'm just tripping. Yeah, Basecoin. I know. You had to take a break and feel the grass. I hear you. I hear you, Denise. When Bitcoin came, that's very healthy, by the way, to do that. When Bitcoin came a lot down the other day, I pulled completely out of my meme coins. Yeah, man. I mean, same. I don't. I mean, I'm in Aerodrome. I'm in Cetus. I'm in like Avalanche, Echelon Prime, Pinlink. Um, I could probably name a few more coins. Um, Sui. You know, I'm really holding majors. That's all. I have nothing else, and honestly, meme coins are drivers. They're vehicles. They're not something you should be, in 100% all the time. Maybe I've never said that on this channel. You know what I mean? Like, but it's true. You know what I mean? It's really I think Aerodrome's gonna go freaking crazy off this base coin stuff. Dramos, okay. What the hell is that? You're just holding four alts right now? Dope. Dope. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta stack heavy. Stack heavy. Yeah, but some of these coins are manipulated that are going on right now. Like, there's no way there should be this much. Yeah, it's like I'm just not trusting much that's out there right now. Lurky? What's this? Lurky on base? Lurky off of virtuals on base? The hell? Hey Moonbear, there's a coin called Moonbase. It's like, is that you? Is that you, Moonbear? Why'd you cut me out of Moonbase? You son of a bitch. That sounds legit. Sorry, Stayer. I'm gonna do this on my own. But I will take some of your people with me. You know what? I've cut ties with people. Maybe Stayer got a little piece of his own medicine. Like, who did I do wrong? What did I do? What did I do? I just sent your coin. I just. What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, my phone rings every day, man. Every day somebody's saying, "Hey, check out my coin. Check out this." I haven't been answering. I haven't been answering DMs right now. Um, you know, but at the same time, it's like, what happened to my dog? You know, what happened to my dog? You know, um, I'm gonna be like this probably for another few hours, and I'll probably wake up and want to viciously send something. You know what I mean? And just really just be like, you guys wanna forget about Stayer? Well, guess what? Blow, and just send. But here's the thing: the market won't agree with me. I don't think. I mean, I'm looking at these coins. I'm like, well, what's really sending? I'm looking at this Nico thing, and bro, there's like just 10 people buying this Nico thing, guys. How? I mean, this coin Nico, this coin Nico is at a 1.3 million dollar market cap with a little under 300 holders, guys. That doesn't sound right to me. And it's the same. It's looking like the same wallets. I could just look right here and scroll. It's like the same few wallets. So I don't know. The Nico thing. I mean, I know I've been the one to be like, oh, I don't know about this coin. Like I've been doing that a lot the last couple weeks. But shit, man, I've been kind of right. And the times I've gone along with things and been like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just being an ass. Everybody, let's just buy this thing. It's just immediately rugged. You know, there's three BNB coins. It's like, all right, you know what, guys? Hey, maybe Stayer's wrong. Maybe, uh, maybe I've been a little too tight. Maybe we should do a couple gambles. All right, let's buy. 10 seconds later, rug. I was like, oh. And then somebody else comes around and says, maybe Stayer doesn't have the buy pressure. It's like, what? Yeah, these coins look sketchy. These coins look sketchy. You know, these coins look really sketchy. Yeah, but this Nico thing, I bet you this thing freaking drops hard. Everything we've talked about too, you guys have been like, yo, check out, Gappy and check out Bunny and check out this. By the time like everybody takes a look at it, it's freaking done. Russell's a good one. Yeah, no. You still DCAing in the Russell? Oh yeah, Russell's just chilling. 3.8. Man, I remember buying Russell at 98K, 900K. And I sold it to help out Bird. I should be DCing into this. We actually all should. Yeah, I have no affiliation with this coin, but to be honest with you, holy shit, 27K volume. Shalonius, 27K volume. How is this thing sitting at 3.8 million? Who's holding this thing up? What's I haven't looked at a lot in a while. Shit, I forgot the name of it. What was that? What was the name of that coin? Oh, what was the name of the Dorky? Oh my gosh, how did I almost forgot. How's Dorky doing? How's Dorky doing? 1.3? Okay. Whoa, 8.0K volume? That's insane. How the hell is this thing still at a million? Wow. 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 Guys, $100 buy on Dorky would absolutely send this thing. Eight. I like Dorky, and I'm not hating on Dorky. In fact, I mean, shout out to the Dorky team. I haven't heard from them. I haven't talked to them in a long time, but they got to be chilling somewhere. 8K volume. They are not looking at this thing. This thing's chilling. They're letting this thing. Look at that. They're just letting it freaking. Wow. Dorky. Yeah, it's time to check in with some of our old favorites. Actually, it's actually pretty fun to do right now. Brett Wu, 194K, volume $400. Okay. All right. Dr. Mutant. Now here's one I wish would go back. Dr. Mutant was an absolute. This was one of my most fun coins. Sent it to 2.6 million in about 72 hours. Everybody faded me. Man, that was so much fun. This is the one that community absolutely faded. And then I mean, you guys were in. You guys were like in and out, in and out. And then what's his name? Archetype. Archetype gives us a culture call, and then Cupsy comes and hangs out in the chat the night before, and it goes from 700K to 2.6 million in a 15-minute candle. Who remembers that? Who remembers this candle, guys? Come on now. This is a Stayer special. This is what dreams are made of. Look at this. Everybody was fading me here. Everybody was, look, where were we at? Yeah, this was like, 200K. They're like, Stayer, why isn't this going up? Stayer, what's going on with your coin, Stayer? Stayer, what's going on? Stayer, I think it's done. Whoa! Look at this candle. It was a 15-minute candle in the middle of the afternoon. Who remembers this? Who remembers this, guys? Man, Dr. Mutant was a legendary CTO. Man, this was fun. Gosh, this was so much fun. Wow. I was getting so much heat from everybody. Stayer, I don't know, man. This thing kind of sucks. Stayer, you know what? I'm out. What? Whoa! Yeah. Yeah, that was so much fun. Team ran out of money. Yeah, we needed some wallet contributions. Yeah, we needed the marketing wallet contributions. This whole, man, you just can't even do anything about that. Wow. Yeah, you know what? The team, Sachs. They just couldn't get it together, man. They're just too much ego for no reason. Patrick says CZ is manipulating the market as we speak. Binance is dumping millions of Ethereum. Dude, CZ needs to be stopped. This guy sucks. I'm so tired of BNB. Can Stayer just say he's tired of BNB? P Mooney, are we still in Blocky Boy? You know what? I actually cheated my bags at the bottom there. Let's see, I still was at the end. I overall profited, but not much. When I sold some at the top. A Blocky Boy held a lot all the way down, gruesome. And then I said, you know what? When Bitcoin started, was this kind of like what Moonbear said? Like the last couple of days, I just said, you know what? I'm exiting all of my positions because everything's going to go down. another 60%, 70% of where it's at right now. And so I'm just probably going to buy back in a little bit. I hope it goes. See, that's what I'm saying. I hope Blocky Boy goes down to like 30K. You know what I mean? I want these coins. You want these coins to go down. You don't want to be holding, these meme coins, being a hero, thinking that that you're just gonna hold this thing. You know what I mean? Unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might as well take the loss. Well, I profited, but I might as well let go of the coins at like 100 and some K, right? And then let it drop down to 30K, and I'll just, whatever I sold, I'll just throw back in there, and I get 70% more coins. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you want me to do? Yeah, bro, the dev of Blocky, the dev of Blocky's chilling. There's so many devs, good devs, that are just chilling right now. They're not doing anything. Watch them all come back at once. It's going to be crazy. And I'm going to run a couple coins. I just don't want people to be asking me like, "Hey, I would be the dev of the coin." I just want people asking me every 10 minutes what's going on with the coin. That's why it's like kind of like I don't like to say what coins I actually run, because it's just like the excruciating questioning. It's like, bro, I can't just because you're the dev of something doesn't mean you can just send a coin to 10, 20, 30 million whenever you want because someone asked you to. You know what I mean? And deving costs a lot of money. When you're deving a coin, it costs a lot of money. I made profits on Lemmy, Grippy, Blocky, and Crab Fury. Very little profits on Crab Fury and Blocky. Yeah. I was tempted to sell Lemmy the Bat. I will DCA instead and load up super cheap and wait a few months. Yeah, man, these coins are going to come back. I mean, the thing is with these devs, they have pride. They have pride. So a lot of these devs, they don't want to have their coins in the dirt that they work so hard on. They want them up. That's the thing about meme coins. It's just they got to be strategic about it. Got to be strategic about it. You know what I'm saying? Got to be strategic. Need the CTO a Sui meme coin? I mean, who's done that before? I mean, I'm down. I'm a fan of Sui, but like, I don't think I've really paid attention to Sui like that, guys. I mean, I need to take a fresh look at Sui. I'm holding, but I haven't paid attention to what's going on over there. Lemmy will easily 20x from there. What would that be? 8 million? 8 million market cap? I could see that happening. I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Fire's going. It's so warm in here. I am so warm. I am so warm. Yeah, but this is kind of an emotional time. It's kind of like, you know, what happened to my? It's like your dog's sick. Does that not feel? Has anyone had a pet? Has anyone had a dog? You know, this is what this market feels like. It feels like your dog's sick, and it's like like you just want to get better, and then it's like it has moments where it's like, "Mm?" And you're like, oh wow, is my wonderful doggy getting better? And he's like, You know, he just like he lays back down. You're like, oh shit, what does that mean? You know, that's what this market looks like. It's like your dog's sick and he keeps rolling around, and you think, you know, you think things are gonna be okay. I know. Look at me. I know. I'm crying, Moon Bear, in a $1 million Airbnb. Yeah, I know. I'm all my feelings by the fire, drinking a pisco sour in one of the best resort towns in the world, um, in Valrica Lake, Chile. I know. I sound like an absolute. I think I'm a sociopath. You know. You know what I mean? Like, how dare I? What happened? What happened to the grippy dev? Somebody tell him to call me. Oh, I might have to go to sushi again. I might have to take my wife shopping. Oh, I know. I'm an actual weirdo. I think I want to win so bad. It's just like, you know what I mean. But then I look around and it's like, you know, the things that people have just thrown in my face. I'm like, oh, you know about this Nico thing? Is this like the grippy dev? You guys aren't talking? I'm like, I have no idea. But then you look at it and you're like, well, the shit looks manipulated, and we're in a down market. Um, so I shouldn't be too upset. Hmm. How does that Sheila chick have so much alpha, bro? I don't even know who she is. I don't know where she started popping off from, but she's a silly broad. She's a real silly broad. When's the military tribunal scheduled for who? The whole government? The whole U.S. government? The whole U.S. government is on trial. Um, I strongly believe we will go parabolic in May of 2026 when Powell contract ends and is replaced with a crypto-friendly chairman. 6 more months of pain to go. Yeah, bro. I believe we send. I believe we go hard. I mean, here's the thing, guys. The elite's got to make some money at some point, man. Because they're not making money here. Oh, Hawk Dad Tribunal. Oh, bro. Shout out to Hawk Dad. I don't know what the hell that was about that day. But he was obviously upset about something. I think he was upset at old Stayer. I feel really bad for all the devs and the influencers involved in the coins that I've bought in the last few months. My superior is going through my phone, and whatever coin they find, they're gonna cite, they're gonna prosecute. You know what I mean? He went off, man. He was peak. That was peak. Just upset. He was just upset about the market. He wanted somebody to blame. And guess who's here all the time to blame? This guy. Old Stayer. Old Stayer. Who can you take a shot at? Oh yeah. I don't want to say anything, Stayer, but you don't know. You might want to watch your back because the government's after you for what you've done. Remember that? I was like, what is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? Hmm. Yeah, I know. Haven't seen him in a minute, right? I know. He's. That's what I'm trying to say is a lot of these guys they they want to blame me for stuff, and then they go and run around to other groups and say that I've done them wrong or I'm farming or I mean the stories just get crazier and crazier, but they're so angry at I guess their position in the market that someone has to pay. And that's what I'm saying. Hawk Dad is in their community a lot. He's in their community a lot. So is Zaddy. I haven't seen Zaddy in a while. I mean, I don't know. They don't do. There's nobody. There's not. I don't know, man. These guys jump around. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, you can certainly do that. I'm not looking to have a cult here or anything, but if you're gonna jump around different groups and influencers or whatever, I mean, be nice. You don't have to sit around and blame people for whatever, and you know, just be cordial. But of course, it's too much to ask with a lot of people. It's too much to ask. Like I was trying to get real with him and be like, really, like you're making it sound like I'm gonna have a helicopter come and pick me up here from Chile because of the meme coins that you're buying. You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, no, no, I'm just saying, this is all the things that I'm going through, Stayer. It has nothing to do with you. I'm just saying, like, you're probably gonna want to watch your back. You know, you know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Moon Bear. Thanks, guys. I mean, of course, it's a big, wide world of internet out here, and no one's asking for you to make a blood oath to me or anything. I'm just saying, if you're ever upset with me or upset with a coin. And then another thing is that I can't stop people from holding, like, like holding and not taking profits. Like, shout out to some people in this community. I feel like some people are upset with me about Grippy because, bro, some of those people, some folks I feel bought like under 100K and never sold a coin. Never took out initials, never took profits. You know what I mean? And they're like pissed at me. I'm like, bro, you gotta take profits. It's okay to be, it's okay to be a, you know, real like diehard fan or diehard hard holder of a coin you can you can still you can still sell for some profit, bro. It's okay. And I feel like some folks held like everything and didn't sell anything, and it sucks, man. Moonbear says, oh, P Money says the Korean military were not impressed with this meme coin pick. Ah, that's hilarious. Yeah. That's actually really funny. Fun fact, buying oh, I missed one. Yeah, and some people put a ton of money in when it was pretty pumped up. I know. And I mean, here's the thing. We were all pumped, bro. When it hit 8.7, and then you got Crypto Banner talking about it. You got Crypto Galaxy, who, I mean, let's be honest, he didn't really contribute to the pumping of the coin. I mean, kind of documented, you know. Not hating on him, great guy, but very expensive guy. Let's just say that. Um, you know, you really, um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Uh, yeah, okay. We all thought Grippy was going to go over 8.7. Come on, we all thought that. We all thought that. So when people were loading up at 4, 5, 6, 7 million market cap and putting in like freaking 10K in there, well, now you're risking it. I mean, you're risking it, but you got to think. You were thinking it was gonna go. It was gonna go. We all did. And then when it didn't, I mean, shit, then you're shit out of luck. I mean, me personally, I would never buy. I mean, obviously, because we're here, we have a community, right? Where we don't have to risk that high up a chart. Be honest with you, like, I don't even buy coins past $1 million mark. $1 million market cap, you got to be like, it has to be like a really good coin for me to, but, even like this Russell thing, I mean, like Russell on base, like, okay, like there's a chance that there's an argument that Russell could go to 100 million in a parabolic meme coin parabolic phase of this market, right? Because it's so closely attached to Brian Armstrong and the base leader and all that stuff. But I mean, for the most part, I'm not gonna buy anything above $1 million market cap unless I know for sure it's gonna send. You know what I mean? Like, because we have a community where I'm getting you in at 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, tops 100K market cap. Tops. Like, there's no reason to buy any higher because you're already here hanging out with me and I have all the alpha and I know when things are dropping. That's why we're here hanging out. The patient here do well. The inpatient don't understand where they're at. I mean, things come easy. It's low risk what we do. But you got to be patient because there's not a lot of plays that come along that have that type of opportunity. It's just what it is. You got to trade. That's a trade-off. There's a trade-off here. You can't be, you know, expecting to get in the coins every single day. We're going to 10 and 20x every single day. No, I can't promise you that. In fact, anyone that promises you that, especially in a market like this, is probably looking to farm you or rug you. And we've already seen those people pass through the rocket room the last few weeks. You know what I mean? But there's gonna be times for us, and they're gonna be 2 or 3 times a month. On a maybe a couple ticks up of a market like this. Some greener days and a little bit more liquidity. We'll be able to do 2 or 3 coins a month, where we can 10x easily, and that's really good. It's really good. You know. Some will 100, like, bro, Grippy freaking 400x. 20K to 8.7 million. It's a 400x. And I'm getting dragged. Like, I have no buy pressure. You're crazy. Okay, what's going on? Patrick dropping alpha. Fun fact: buying Lemmy the Bat $500 now, and it goes back to its last all-time high. You net almost 10K. Yeah. MetaMask coming airdrop will be as big as Uniswap in 2020. Uniswap gave me 6K. Okay. Did anyone check out that norm on base? It actually seems pretty solid. I haven't. Um, we gotta get some loyal devs because they need crews like us to move their coin and create FOMO. I know, but you know what? I mean, honestly, guys, we'll be fine. Once the market turns, I have plenty of plays that are gonna happen. You know, it's just, that's why I'm kind of surprised. That's why I was kind of surprised at the grippy dev. I mean, love him to death. I don't know what happened, what communication broke down, but I wouldn't even try and send anything in this market. I mean, I think that might have been it. I mean, I would have advised him not to do this right now. So maybe he really wanted to send it. Maybe he needed to send it. But I would have said, chill out right now. I'm chill. I'm chilling, man. I don't need to engage in this market at a disadvantage where I'm gonna try and dev a coin or send a coin and know that everybody's gonna be cheating on me for a 2 or 3x. You know what I mean? Unless it's completely manipulated. Unless I completely manipulate the coin. That's what this Nico thing looks so manipulated because this doesn't reflect the market as it is right now. Like people that would be buying this thing would be so choppy. It's like all green candles. It's like it's like nobody's involved in this except for major buyers. That's so weird. You know. So this market's a little hard to figure out. It's a little fugazi, and I don't like getting into fugazi types of things. But um, yeah, yeah, man. We didn't know how good we had it in the summer. Remember, like I passed on Beast Seller that went to like 8 million. I passed on a bunch of coins where I could have just threw. I mean, things were getting dropped in the Rocket Room at like 60K. I remember Beast Seller getting dropped in there at like 60K, 100K. I knew nothing about it, so I didn't buy. And then it went to like 8.7 million. And it's just like, man, I should have just probably threw in like if I just threw in $1,000, I could have freaking ripped that thing. But those times will come again where the Rocket Room, we're actually going to have a ton of that. It'll actually come a time when we're actually going to see some really good plays come along that I know that I don't know the team. I know nothing about them, but they're absolute senders. You know what I mean? There's going to come a time for that. And that's a fun time. I'm not trying to be the only guy that knows the plays. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be that guy. I want to have a room that's thriving where it's free and people are throwing stuff out there that's actually quality. You're going to get people that are throwing stuff out there that's not quality, but, you take the good with the bad, and that's the risk. And that's why I didn't buy Beast Seller at the time or a couple other coins that were sending during the summer that came in the Rocket Room, super low market cap. I didn't buy a lot of it because it's just like I don't know who these things are, and I don't want to get into that degenerate gambler mindset where you're like, oh, this last coin, rugged me, so I got to go harder into the next one, and then you get into like a string of coins that are just rugging you, and you're just distraught, and it upsets you, and I don't like that. I'm not a gambler. I don't like doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Shork and Squirt. Well, you got, hey, well, well, Moonberry, you got to look at the wallet distribution. Like, is there anyone that's holding more than like 2%? You know, if it's bro, guys, if there's a coin that is down to like 13K or 20K, and the wallet distribution is like there's only maybe a couple people holding more than 1 or 2%, that's a really good coin to CTO. But if you have a coin where it's freaking, a couple people holding like over 2%, and then one guy holding like 15%, bro, you can't touch it. You can't touch it. You know what I mean? You can't touch it. That's crazy, right? Yeah, but there's not a lot of people in the market. There's not a lot of buyers in the market. You know, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not trusting anything right now. Yeah. But guys, I'm falling asleep. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be in the rocket room, inner circle, hanging out. Maybe I'll do a VC or something tomorrow. Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep your eyes on the prize. Be patient. I'm gonna go check in with some teams, see when some things are gonna pop off, and kind of check out some things. You know, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Shalonius and Moonbear and P Money and and all these guys, man. Steve Reeds, you know, TK, Denise, K Slays, CBB, all you guys, man. Really appreciate you guys. Barbara, Jeremy, all you guys. Chaotic Blast, all you guys. Really appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Got some videos coming out. Of course, you guys can contact me anytime on Telegram, Rocket Room, Inner Circle. I'm there. And have a great night. Be safe, everybody. Have fun.